Hello guys, and welcome to another Urban Hookers fishing video. Now this video is a little different. I used to fish this pond. I'm going to call it the Forgotten Pond. So we used to fish this pond when I was a youngster. My dad used to fish it when he was a youngster too, really. And obviously I'm not young, so yeah. So the old man used to fish it when he was young, and my brother used to bring me down when I was a youngster too. Haven't fished it for a long time. As you can see, it's forgotten, literally. I'm going to try and get in somewhere to fish it. As you can see, it's overgrown in all shapes and sizes. No one kind of cares for it. But yeah, so I'm going to hopefully get down here. I've got a couple of rods, got a couple of methods to see where it goes. And I know that there used to be a good bit of fish, good fishing in here. They used to have some good bream, and we used to have some carp, but they're all wild because they haven't get caught. I mean, if I catch a fish today, then it's probably going to be the first time it's ever seen a hook. So it's madness to think, you know. But yeah, I'm going to try and get in the water somewhere around there or somewhere like that where the geese are, and we'll see what comes of it. But yeah, the Forgotten Pond, bless it. I've just had a walk around the pond, and believe it or not, I haven't seen a fish, which is not ideal when you've just turned up here, to be honest, but you never know. Like I say, it used to have good bream, and we used to see the carp. Obviously they were wild. We used to have many a day we used to come down here with a little stick float and a couple of maggots, and you'd catch loads, you know. But it used to be great fishing, especially when I was a youngster. I used to love it. But no, I've not seen no fish so far. I don't know whether it's got like polluted over the years, or there may not even be any fish in here, like I say, but I'm going to give it a go. So I think I'm going to go on the method at first. I think I'll go for the method, just as if I was setting up as if I was going to a fishery, you know. I'm going to go for that. I've got another rod that I possibly could have if the wind stops. Obviously you can see it's pretty, you know. If the wind stops, I might go on. I might try a surface bait, but we never know. I've got a few other bits and bobs, but we're going to see. I'm going to get some bait out, I'll get my rods out, I'll show you what I've set up, and hopefully try and show you a fish. So I've got a couple of different setups with me, just in case, but this rod you've seen before, I'm sure, in one of the previous videos. So I'm using the Daiwa ends-on feeder rod. It's got the light tip in it. So we're using the Daiwa, I think this is the Crossfire BR. So that's a lovely little reel, that is, as well. Loaded with a £10, I think it's tournament mono, so that's what's at the rear end of her. And then at the business end, I'm just gone for I can imagine these fish being very finicky. Like I say, they're not used to anything like this, so I've gone for the smallest pellet feeder I've got, which is a 30 gram, the Preston interchangeable, with £8 hook link. And I think this is by Guru, and it's one of them ones that's a quick stop, so you can just put the bait needle in there and feed your corn or boilie or whatever you be using on. So I think I'm going to try something natural at first, something like a piece of corn or a pellet or something like that. Obviously I'll have to change that if I do, but something like that. I'll try something like that. Well, the first rod is in the water, so I've got it on the method. I'm using a pellet feeder with obviously a few pellets in. I've just gone, I haven't cast far out. I'm literally probably, I don't know, 18 feet off the bank. I haven't gone massive amount. There's a line of lily pads, so what I've done is just gone just over the top of them. So I've chucked out a few bits of corn over the top, I've chucked out a few pellets, not too many, so we're going to see what comes of it. So yeah, fingers crossed we see an actual fish. I haven't seen no bubbles or anything yet, you know, no slaps on the water or anything like that, but yeah, we'll see what comes up. Made a homemade bank stick as such, and the reason why, don't think I'm no amateur and not got no bank stickers. The ground is absolutely solid here. You can't get nothing in. So what I've done is I've just put a box on its side. It's got all my glugs and bits and bobs in on its side with the eye. So yeah, so if the rod was to rip round, I'd still notice. Classic, eh? With the second rod, I've gone for a little bit stronger on this one, just because if I want to welly out, I can do. You know, I can leave this one on the bait runner as well. With that one, I've got to watch it, you know, on the feeder. I've got to watch him go round. I can loosen the drag off and use it as a bait runner, really, if I wanted to, like. But you know, that's how I've got it set up on the minute, just in case it was to go off while I'm talking to you. Like, I don't want the rod in the water, which has happened. Not to me personally, but it has happened to many people. So I've gone for the this one's a TFG rod. It's a Total Fishing Gear, Blood, Sweat and Tears. You've probably seen it on one of the lake video, I think, that we did. So yeah, it's 1 3/4 pound test curve. She's 12 foot. I've got the bait runner reel on there, the 6000, loaded with the £10 mono, same as what's on the other reel, to be honest with you. Now on the business end of this one, I've got the pellet feeder again, just because it's ideal where I'm casting, it's ideal. And then I've got on there a little pop-up. I don't know how well it will work, but we'll soon find out. So yeah, the Preston's again, it's a 30 gram pellet feeder with a quick change bead. So then, like I say, she's got a hook there, look, and then obviously the pineapple pop-up. Encouraging times, people, encouraging times. So like I said, I wasn't lying when I said to you that I didn't think there was, I don't know if there's any fish in here. So obviously got here, I've had a walk around the pond, I haven't seen any fish, haven't seen any fish jump, you know, the usual signs that you look out for. I've got the Polaroid glasses out. So when I got here, I've chucked a couple of dog biscuits in just to see if anything comes up, you know, the usual stuff. So I've had nothing. So anyways, put the rod out. The left rod is on the feeder rod with a couple of blades of corn on. The right rod, the all-rounder rod, is in the right-hand side of me with a little pop-up on, you know, pellets all over the top, not too many but enough, you know. And then nothing, I've had nothing, then all of a sudden the right-hand side rod, just a quick bounce on the rod. So that means there must be something around, you know, if it's just a liner or something like that, you know. Anyway, over the back there, just happened a minute ago, which was like, yes, big fish jumped out. So either they find me or they don't find me. We'll have a go. I'm here. I'm hoping for a fish. And said it's been a long time since I caught a fish out of this place, and it used to be brilliant back in the day. Fish spent many a summer down here with my dad and my brother, catching loads of fish, enjoying it. In fact, I even brought my missus down here to catch fish one time. So it's been great, but I'm just, like I say, the years change and everything changes, you know. I don't want to talk about old times and bits and bobs like that, you know, but at the same time, stuff changes over the years and things, fish different and so on. But just like to think that I could get a fish out of here for reminisce old times. Just having a walk around the pond to see if I could see any fish, or any fish has come in around the edges or anything like that, or I could see anything moving. But not seeing much. Do you reckon I've approached it right? If you think, how would you guys, you fishermen that watch the channel, how would you, if you was turning up to a venue that's probably never been fished in the last 15-20 years, how would you approach it? Would you go like small baits and small lines and small hooks, or would you go for, you know, would you set up a quite strong rig, etc.? Let me know in the comments. Talking of comments, guys, don't forget, we're not professionals at this game. This channel was not based on professionalism. You know, I see people putting in the channel and the channel like, oh yeah, we're using the wrong hooks and wrong lines and this, that and the other. That's what this channel is all about, guys. Don't forget, if you've got an idea or you think we're doing things wrong, then let us know. Don't be too hard on us. You know, we're only doing this for, you know, as because we love fishing and we want to show you guys what we want to do and where we're going, etc., etc. Any comments that you lads make, or any women make, will all be taken on board. And if we can try something new, we will do. But just take your time with us. Go easy. But yeah. So, and like I say, any ideas on how you'd fish this? I might be doing things wrong. I might be set up a little bit too heavy. 10-pound line, 8-pound bottom. So I don't know what the score is. Obviously I've never really fished, like I say, I haven't fished it for years. I don't know. Look at it, what a stunning little pond. And it goes right the way round. It goes right the way round, it does. I've actually seen form of life in this corner. Now I've just seen a shoal of bream come round. Yeah, they went down to where I've been chucking, but they didn't take my bait, unfortunately, which would have been great, you know. Big bream would have been lovely, you know. I ain't caught fish in here for a long time, so any fish is welcome. So there's the rod that I've got sat down just at the side of me. As you can probably see, I've got them just sat up a little, and the reason why is because there's that many lily pads around. I'm obviously having to cast across the lily pads. Don't get me wrong, if I was to catch a fish, then I would actually I'd do the fighting out there, and then once he was tired, I'd pull him across like. But yeah, we're still yet to catch one, but that's promising. I've seen a fish in here. I didn't realise there was any fish in here, or maybe there wasn't any fish in here. I haven't seen them for a long time, so things are looking all right. Haven't seen a fish in this pond for a long time, and now I've just nailed a big bream. Well, a steady sized bream anyway, nevertheless. Haven't seen a fish in the pond for a long time. Look at her in the sun, look at that. I'm gonna get her back in the net and get her back in before she slips out my hands. You know, every fisherman knows the bream slime. I'll get her back in. Lovely fish. Thank you, little girl or boy. Get you back in. Well, as you can see, I've got me feeder rod at the side of me, obviously using it as a feeder, waiting for the tip to go round as normal. And then on the left hand side of me, just stuck up the top on the bank there, I've got the like an all-rounder rod, just in case I'm across there underneath the trees, using a pop-up on that one, just in case, you know. Yeah, there's plenty of fish in the area. I keep seeing the bream around, just moving around. Obviously I have seen a couple of carp as well, believe it or not, so that's quite promising too. So like I say, I've come in this bay because it's nice, it's not too deep, so I could have fished elsewhere on the pond, which you'll obviously see. I'll show you around the pond, but yeah, hoping to have some nice fish. Obviously already got a nice bream. It's lovely to see the fish back in here. Well, lovely to see me catching fish back in here. Probably when I was about 6 years old, probably I had my first fish out of here. I've even brought my partner fishing here. Just had another one. Take it, a little red wafter. Another nice bream. So can't argue with these bream. Whoa, lively one. Or you can see the white marks on the top of him or her. You know, when they're breeding. Obviously they have them white dots. Love a nice fish. Love a nice bream. Let's get him back in the water before he gives me a slap round the mouth. A slap round the mouth. But another nice fish. That's two nice bream. One on the feeder and one on the obviously the other one's on the feeder, but it's on the bait runner, so it can do what it wants to do. I've tried to put it underneath a tree just in case one of the carp come round there and sniff it out, but we'll see. But at the same time, two lovely bream. Like I say, I haven't caught a fish on this pond for a long time, so coming down here and catching two bream on a pond that I used to fish when I was a kid is absolutely awesome, to be honest. So still hoping for the carp, but you never know. You never know. Well, another absolute stonking bream, really. That's the third one of my little session here, and that is absolutely lovely bream. I'll get him out and I'll show you. The biggest bream so far, and I've got to say, it's the biggest bream I've had in a while. Yeah, it's an absolute stonker. Sorry if you can just see the top of my head, my bald head. Yeah, absolutely lovely bream. Lovely slab of a bream. See what you people think to this one. Sorry, I'm just getting him off the mat there. Look at that. What do you think to that? I might even get a weight of that one just to find out what it is, but what a lovely bream. And this one was on the orange, just on an orange pop-up, or yellow pop-up to be honest, a yellow pop-up. Look at that. What a lovely fish. I'll get the weight of him and let you know what he weighs, but absolute stonker. As you can see, I'm into the it feels like the fourth bream of the day. They must have either be feeding now, or before they seem to be swimming around and not really taking the bait. I don't know whether it's because they were like I say, I don't know whether they're spawning or not, but it seems to be now that they're feeding, I'm on them, you see. So like I say, I'm just it's just come out, just come off. Well, that just shows you can't win them all. Obviously just trying to tire him out before he gets to these lilies here. And obviously there, while we've got it out, that's exactly what I'm using. So I'm using the pink wafter on a 4-inch 6-pound hair rig with the pellet feeder, and then obviously onto the 10-pound main line. But yeah, I'm being successful now. I'm starting to get some fish, so all good fun. Just got myself another bream. Now this one, I don't know whether you can see it, it's got some marks on it. I'll do a close-up on it in a second. So I'm just going to have a spray. I'll just show you the fish. A nice big fish again. Nice big bream again. But on this side, not so much on this side, but on that side, it's got a few marks on it. So what I'm going to do is, while I've got my spray at hand, I'm just going to give him a quick spray and then I'm going to get him back in. You can see he's got a couple of marks. I don't know what marks they are. I don't know what they're from. They might be from where they've been breeding. But I'm going to spray her up. And like I said to you before in previous videos, this is just a first aid spray. And now I'm going to get her back in. So we ended up seeing some fish after all. So I had 6 bream, lost 1, which you can't win them all, especially when you're fishing over lily pads, loads of lily pads like I was doing. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's not lovely to come down to a pond that you used to fish when you was a youngster, you know, and fish it again. It's really good, you know. It brings back a lot of memories. I really enjoy it. So yeah, obviously the river season will be back soon, so hopefully you'll be seeing us on the river banks. You know, it's this winter, I'm sorry to say, it's just been dismal for me. I've been trying to get out as much as possible. Been on the phone saying to them, oh yeah, I'll be out this weekend, obviously because I work full time, and then all of a sudden, you know, the heavens open again, and I'm sick of seeing the rain. So hopefully that's the end of it now, and we can start fishing. You know, it's not so bad fishing in the rain, but it's hard camera work in the rain, I can tell you that. So something I'm starting to learn. But yeah, hopefully you've liked the video, and like I said, and I'm going to start packing away, and I'm going to move my stuff around the other side, and or up on the top, and put my stuff away. But if I see anything on the top, I might just flick a rod out, but you know, it's one of them. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe the video, and like I say, if you've got any comments or tips, you know, we're not professionals in the job, but we like to make content for you, and you know what I mean, any suggestions, etc., you know, be nice. See you again next time.